Narcissists will 100% leave you alone and done with you if you do this. Everyone. In their relentless manipulation, narcissists target those they perceive as weaker or vulnerable. Refusal becomes a catalyst for their insatiable appetite, triggering an internal switch that drives them to pursue their desires with ruthless determination. It's as if they can smell the metaphorical blood in the water, initiating a game without mercy. What makes their pursuit even more intriguing is that some narcissists find greater pleasure in the chase than in the ultimate achievement. Driven by their fabricated aura of superiority, they believe they deserve everything and possess the capacity to attain the unattainable. For narcissists, the craving for the impossible knows no bounds. They persistently yearn for what lies beyond their grasp. Why is it that a rejected narcissist may never return? And why is this actually a positive outcome? It matters not whether you severed ties first or they did. Certain circumstances can drive them away indefinitely or create significant barriers that hinder any attempt to reconnect. While it may not always be the case, some narcissists make a swift U-turn, attempting to re-enter your life. However, it is not a common occurrence for narcissists to genuinely withdraw and refrain from resurfacing for an extended duration. The likelihood of a narcissist's return may vary based on the nature of the past relationship, whether it be a romantic partner, a friend, or a family member. Nonetheless, the choice to permit their re-entry into your life lies exclusively within your hands. The primary motivation driving narcissists is a relentless quest to avoid any form of conflict or confrontation. Covert narcissists, in particular, will go to great lengths to sidestep arguments and clashes. They actively steer clear of individuals who see through their facade, unafraid to expose their true nature. The focus is not solely on labeling someone as a narcissist. The critical factor lies in uncovering the web of deceit and manipulation they have engaged in. When questioned about their lies and manipulative behavior, narcissists instinctively become defensive and hostile. Associating with individuals deemed unworthy in public is simply inconceivable. They view such individuals as threats to their meticulously crafted identity. Once their masquerade is unearthed, narcissists perceive it as the end game, prompting them to withdraw from the scene. Furthermore, you have successfully implemented boundaries that limit your contact with the narcissist to the bare minimum. They are powerless in reaching out to you meaningfully, clueless about your whereabouts, and unable to establish any form of connection. By cutting all ties with the narcissist, you have effectively erased your existence from their awareness. Should you break the no-contact rule, they can only regain entry into your life through manipulation and deceit. Severing all ties is one of the surest methods to ensure narcissists never return. Once they have been publicly exposed, the fear of humiliation renders any possibility of a return utterly unbearable to them. Hence, they will diligently avoid any contact with us. The functioning of a narcissist heavily relies on upholding a false persona, a carefully crafted facade. Should you expose their true nature, they will swiftly flee into the shadows, seeking to rebuild their deceptive image for a new audience. The narcissist will never return to you if you cease providing them with the necessary elements that fuel their self-centered existence, be it your time, money, sympathy, or even your pain. All of these individual components collectively constitute the narcissistic supply they crave. By severing their access to such supply, particularly by disconnecting on an emotional level, they are compelled to seek alternative sources. After all, individuals who hold no attachment or concern for something are far less likely to invest their own resources into it. In what ways do narcissists prove incapable of acknowledging the irreversible loss of your presence in their lives? Watch this video to delve deeper into this concept. Taking the initial step in dealing with a narcissist involves creating emotional distance. It is of utmost importance to withhold any display of emotions, as revealing vulnerability only fuels their manipulative tendencies. Narcissists possess an extraordinary ability to manipulate their victims, capitalizing on their sympathy or self-pity. They crave the fuel of validation from others, especially when it comes to how they make you feel. By letting them know that they have the power to impact your emotions, you inadvertently boost their confidence. However, if narcissists cannot control or exploit those around them, they will swiftly retreat. Your reaction serves as their validation, and without it, you become insignificant in their eyes. Gray rocking or suppressing your emotions towards them will lead to their disinterest, dismissal, and ultimate abandonment. Establishing this buffer between yourself and their manipulative tactics is vital. The presence of someone they cannot dominate renders their functionality severely compromised. The likelihood of a former narcissistic partner returning diminishes as they seek new sources they believe to be of higher value. If you refuse to be a consistent narcissistic supply, they will avoid you like the plague. They have no incentive to return if they believe they have already emerged victorious. Occupying themselves with retaining their current supply and exploring potential high-value sources becomes their priority. Moreover, a solid support system acts as a deterrent for narcissists. Their loved ones and friends may side with the victim, exposing the narcissist's attempts at defamation as nothing but futile lies. The truth prevails, shedding light on their heinous nature and stripping away their facade for all to see. The narcissist comprehends that direct contact with you is no longer an option, forcing them to navigate through their enablers instead. However, engaging in deceit a second time becomes exceedingly futile due to the involvement of numerous individuals. Should you have achieved any of the milestones mentioned earlier, you may have noticed the narcissist maintaining their distance. These are the primary reasons why a narcissist would choose not to return. Nevertheless, some narcissists persist in their attempts to manipulate you even after a prolonged period, whether it be because they believe you have forgotten or because they believe they have altered their ways sufficiently for you to believe their falsehoods. It is important to acknowledge that exceptions will always exist, regardless of how comprehensive a set of guidelines may be. By standing firm and either fighting against or disregarding their endeavors to reestablish control, you can ensure their repeated attempts to hover over your life are never successful. Once again, I hope this information proves helpful. If you believe this video has the potential to assist others, please share it far and wide. Thank you for watching, and your support is truly appreciated.